Welcome to Coffee and Collage. Why do I feel the need to say that way? I don't know. We'll have to work on that. Anyway, it's been a minute, hasn't it? All I can say is I've been busy with a handful of different projects in the other studio, which is right across the hall. It's a short commute. But I was a little frustrated with this room. It was a mess, and I was having a hard time working in here, so I kind of gave it a little revamp. And now I'm back to feeling a little comfortable again. So where's my cutting mat? There we are. So I'm going to show you something really quick that, well, might not be really quick, but it'll be short. This is a book that first of all, I picked up this lovely little grid journal from my friend down the street's garage sale. And I thought it would be fun to do this. I've seen online on Instagram where people are doing these grid journals or grid diaries, I guess they might be called. I don't know. But I've been doing them. And they're pretty meditative. And they're like solving a puzzle, I guess, when you start throwing the pieces around. And that to me, they're like mini mood boards. Say that 3 times fast. Mini mood boards. And I mean, they do. They all have a flavor. They talk to each other. There's a dialogue going on between the pieces. And somehow, you know, your brain just puts these things together into a pleasing arrangement that makes sense together. And I just love the mini mood board aspect to it. And it's just relaxing. So, oh, I thought it was done. Anyway, that's my book so far, and I just wanted to show you real quick. I've got a whole tray just full of squares I've cut at different times from different things, and in order to do that, I made myself a little jig where I made my square. What size is this, 1.5 inches? Let's see, yep, 1.5 inches. So, you know, you can use it for a while, and then it'll start to get jiggy, and it'll get cut and wonky, and it doesn't cut absolutely perfect, but it works. So this is a piece of paper I had just printed out from some file I had on my computer that I changed the color on and moved things around, did stuff too. Anyway, I was testing it out, so I had a piece of it and said, that's too pretty to throw away. So there's a square, and yeah, it's not perfect, but I don't care. It doesn't matter. This is me trying to just do things and not be precious. So this is a paper that I hand painted a long time ago. There's a bunch of those in this box here. You can use anything. You can use book pages. You can use magazine pages. You can use scrapbook papers. Like this is a scrapbook paper. I didn't even know I had this. I just came across it the other day when I was moving stuff around in the studio. I said, ooh, I know what I can use that for. So I just moved my little jig around. Ooh, I like that there's a J in there. There's something fun about that. Spoke to me. So even this process is creative and, I dare say, meditative. And sometimes I'll just sit here and, you know, like this. I found a handful of things I hadn't seen in a while or realized I had, and I said, oh, I think I need to cut a few pieces out of those. So anyway, that's kind of a fun thing to do for a while too. And it's one of those nice things to do too when you don't have a lot of time and you just need a minute to calm down to yourself. I particularly enjoy that. So anyway, that's how I end up with a box of squares. So what I normally do is I start just kind of looking at the box until something stands out to me, like that, like that, like that. But to me, that feels like it came from the same thing that I cut out before, and I don't want to do that. I don't like that, but you might. It doesn't matter. It's your collage or square diary or whatever. Ooh, like that. Not sure I like that. Oh, possible. So then what I do is I kind of stop looking at what I've already pulled out and just start pulling other things out without even looking over at what I've already pulled, because I want to just, I don't know, I just guess I want to have a little intuition about it or something. I don't know. What do you think? Oh, what's that? That's interesting. Let's throw that out there. Okay, I'll just throw these out and see what I've got. Intrigued by this piece. Feels like it came from the same piece, doesn't it? But I like that one a little better, maybe. back to the drawing board. See, now is when it becomes like a puzzle. Like you're trying to solve the puzzle now. You're down to one piece, maybe 3 pieces. I keep my mind open. Sometimes I, might find something I like that changes the direction of the whole thing. That sends me seeking for another color. This one's not very colorful, is it? Chose a muted palette. Well, hello, Ginger. Yes, hello. Smile, you're on camera, sweetie. Yeah, it's not dinner time yet, but it's getting there. See, now I like this, but... Oh, I know, baby girl, I know. It just feels like it should be dinner, doesn't it? But it's not. I promise you it's not. Ooh. Now see, I like the way this talks to this. Well, I don't think you want to watch me take forever, and I don't like to edit video, you know that, so you're in it for the ride here. I'm usually much quicker than this. Maybe I've got like cold feet on camera kind of thing going on. In any event, I'm going to continue to work on this one because it's baffling me a little bit, but they usually actually come together a little faster than that. Again, maybe cold feet on camera. But then what I would do is I would open my book here, and with just a plain old glue stick, I'd glue them into the book. And I use an old phone book. Oh, I thought I could reach it. Just about everything's within reach here. An old phone book. I just take the glue stick, put it in my book. So that is the process. Okay, I thought I'd come back and show you that little square journal that I was working on, how it actually did end up. And then I'll show you how to put it in the book. And as much as I hate editing video, somebody told me about an easy video editing app, which I've already forgotten the name of. Something Cut, not Final Cut Pro or anything like that. It's something you can do like in your phone or on your iPad, which is probably what I'll do. Anyway, so you can see I changed my mind from where I left off and took out these stronger elements and just went with, it just felt like a softer palette. I don't know, there's something calm about it. There's almost something a little vintage about it. Asian even. Maybe it's this that's making me feel that way, and this, because I don't know if you can see it, but there's like a little tiny pattern in this. I don't know. Just the things you notice. I like just this little blush of pink in here talking to this, and I don't know. It just clicked right into place the minute I turned the camera off. So, of course. So anyway, let's glue these down. Let's make them real. So we got our glue stick. Just go like this. Oop. You flip it anywhere you want. Am I on camera here? Let's do this. Okay. It's like on a tissue paper, like a soft tissue paper. Probably one of my hand painted papers, maybe. I don't know. It's always funny when I see these squares. Sometimes I'm not sure, where did that come from? What did I cut that from? I was really attracted to whatever I had cut this from. There were several pieces, and there's one right there. There were several pieces of that I pulled out. I don't know why. I just don't like to use a piece from the same piece that it came from, if that makes sense. I don't remember, did I have that up or down, and does it matter? Does it matter? If you've never used this glue stick before, it doesn't dry purple. It dries clear. I think this came from some magazine, catalog maybe. When I used to go to trade shows, I recently did clean out a bunch of catalogs, so this might have come out of one of those. I just love the distressed feeling of that square. Probably one of my hand painted papers. That's what it feels like. I like doing that too, painting papers, just making a base. Do you like to do that? Do you do that? I had a whole bunch of them when I used to have the studio. I had like drawers full of them. I think I liked painting them more than I could use them all. This is kind of a cool way to use them for sure. Like I said, it's a fun little practice to just drop into. I mean, the whole thing is contained in that box that I have all the squares in. I just throw the book in there and slide it into the shelf with the glue stick in there too, and it's ready to go when I am. I just pull it out. So there you have it. There you have it. Today's grid diary, a la Café and Kellogg. Let me know if you try it.